Assalamu alaikum, I am Arooj Bukhari, and today I am going to tell you about an international company that has been involved in an ethical scandal related to their human resources. So the company that I have chosen is Nike Incorporation. So Nike Incorporation is basically a multinational corporation known for its athletic footwear, apparel and accessories. Nike is an American multinational corporation, so its origin is United States. It was founded in 1964 by Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. Now coming towards the dilemma that Nike faced. In 1990s, the Portland-based sportswear giant was confronted that its global supply chain was being supported by child labor practices in places like Cambodia and Pakistan, with minors stitching soccer balls and other products as many as 7 days a week for up to 16 hours a day. Nike was accused of providing poor working conditions, low wages, long hours, and limited worker rights. So, what were the factors that led to this dilemma? Some of them were lack of supply chain oversight. Nike's complex and extensive supply chain made it challenging to have complete visibility and control over every stage of production. Subcontracted and sub-tier suppliers. The complexity of the supply chain made it difficult for Nike to effectively monitor every stage of production. Local socioeconomic factors. Due to poverty and illiteracy, families were focused to make their children work. Weak labor laws and enforcement. In some countries, lax labor laws, inadequate enforcement mechanisms made it easier for employers to exploit child labor without facing legal consequences. Now coming towards the consequences that Nike faced. So after these revelations, there was a public outrage. Also, there were widespread protests against the company. This ethical scandal led to activists and labor rights organizations call for improved working conditions, fair wages, and transparency in the manufacturing process. So coming towards what Nike did to combat the situation in this matter, company revised its code of conduct for suppliers, established the Nike Manufacturing Index to assess factory performance, increased monitoring and auditing of suppliers, and collaborated with external organizations to improve labor practices. Nike introduced the Sustainable Apparel Coalition in 2011. It was an industry-wide initiative that aimed to measure and improve the environmental and social impact of apparel and footwear production. So coming towards the recommendations on what Nike could have done. So first of all, Nike could have gone for collaboration and partnerships. In that case, Nike could have collaborated with NGOs and labor share practices and worked together to combat child labor. They could have given consumer education and transparency. In that case, Nike should have proactively communicated its efforts, progress, and challenges in addressing child labor to its consumers. Then they could have done remediation and corrective actions. In cases where child labor was discovered within supply chain, Nike could have taken immediate and effective action to remedy the situation. For example, providing education to the children that were found working in their company. So by taking these actions, Nike could have combated the situation. Now coming towards the reference, so I have basically taken this topic from an article called Sweatshops Almost Killed Nike in the 1990s. Now there are modern slavery laws from a website called Fashion Law. So that's all about my presentation. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.